Hello, friends. Hello, hello. Welcome. I am still in Costa Rica, as you know. That's why I'm sending you a recording. But I recorded this before I left, and um, I decided to do it on the ACA meditation for today. So, if ACA is new to you, that's Adult Child of Alcoholic and Dysfunctional Families, and you do not have to come from an addicted family to qualify. But it's also my own personal recovery program. And I usually start my days reading this meditation, and it never ceases to amaze me how the topic shows up for me in the day. So, the topic that is today when I'm recording this is around safety. And um, to me, that word feels as big as codependency. And I'll explain why. It's not just this time of year around the holidays, but it is a solution. It's a goal. It is the recovery, in my opinion. That's an amberism. It is the recovery of growing up in a home of dysfunction. And in my recovery process, one thing I noticed, one thing I realized was I never experienced safety in my body my whole childhood. And it wasn't one of those things where I was in this victim state. It was, I didn't know what I didn't know. I can't know what I can't know. And if I've never experienced safety, how would I know that I'm not in it? Of course, there were moments that I felt safe. And more than not, there was a lack of safety. So, what does that mean? Oftentimes, um, when one is in therapy, in recovery, and healing, there will be a question that is usually a trigger for most of us. And that question sounds like, what do you feel like you need? And I don't know about you, but I know early on when I was asked that question, I never had the answer. And it wasn't just that I didn't have the answer, it was also that it was irritating to me. It was frustrating. It made me angry. I was reactive when I would hear that question. And the reason those things happened to me is because I hadn't experienced safety. It's because I didn't know what it was, and I didn't know what I needed. Oftentimes, I'll talk thematically about in my home of dysfunction, the one that was supposed to love and protect me and keep me safe is also the one that hurt me intentionally or unintentionally. And so, what that teaches me is I never learn how to keep myself safe because the one that's supposed to love and protect me is also the one that hurt me. So, the skill of safety, the feeling of safety, never concretized. I never understood what it meant. I never felt it in my body. Part of that is because I believe my parents have never felt it. They can't give me something they don't have. Not about blame and fault, just about fact. And when I think about safety and I think about the question, what do you feel like you need? The reason that it creates that discomfort and that resistance for me is because I didn't have the answer. Think about that for a minute. See if that's part of your story. See what the word safety means to you. Are you like me? And initially, when you hear that word, you go immediately to physical safety? Oh, I've never been hit. Oh, he's never hit me. Do you consider emotional safety when you hear that word? Is that all you consider now? What are your levels of safety? A tool that I frequently use in groups and workshops and individuals and couples is Maslow's hierarchy. And the discrepancy that I make is so many of us come in, it's that triangle, and it has those 5 steps like a ladder. And many of us come in wanting the middle of that triangle, love and belonging. But what we've never established is basic needs, food, shelter, water, safety, and the one above it, which is trust and safety. If I don't have basic needs met, I can't have trust and safety, safety and security. If my body is reacting because there's no food in the fridge, I won't be able to talk about self esteem. If my body is reacting on this session with you because my husband is in the next room and we just had a huge fight last night, I won't be able to tell you about how mistrust shows up in our relationship because my physical body isn't safe. That's what I mean by I was never taught the skill of creating safety. I only know when my body reacts. I only know what it is that I don't want or what I don't like because my body gets too loud and I can't hear my thoughts. So when you think about safety, I want to invite you to consider what levels of safety is it that you need? Physical safety, emotional safety, relational safety, cultural safety. How does that show up with your family of origin? And how safe does your body feel when you're going to visit family of origin or a longtime friend? What happens to you? Does your heart beat fast? Do you have a pit in your stomach? Are your thoughts racing or ruminating? If you have any of those signs, the bottom of Maslow's isn't fulfilled. I can't have safety and security emotionally if I don't have it physically. So, listening to my body, frequently I will describe the feelings in my body can never be wrong. Thoughts, almost always wrong. So, if my body is my compass, if my body is my North Star, it tells me what it is that I need in the order that I need it. Because as soon as I can calm my physical body, the next thing that will happen is I haven't eaten today. Hmm, I need some connection. I need to talk to somebody. I'm really proud of myself for doing that. It creates those steps as I climb Maslow's hierarchy. But also, if you've been exposed to the relationship hierarchy, it climbs those steps of intimacy. It allows me to be in connection, not just with my partner, but with me. The highest form of intimacy is truth and honesty with self. So I pose for you today, how are you creating safety for you during the holidays? How do you know that you're safe? Is it an absence of something? Is it a presence of something? Is it an absence of a fast heartbeat? Or is it a presence of calmness? Hmm. In that, I want to offer you the tool of the number line to be able to rate that on a scale of 1 to 10. How much safety do I need? How much safety do I have? How much safety do I not have? I hope this was helpful for you. I really miss you guys, and I look forward to seeing you next week when I get back. And I hope that you are really enjoying your holiday season. Remember, the relationship between me and me is the roadmap to relationship with me and you. Take good care. Bye bye.